boys and girls. I know a bunch of you are going to want to see a hard throttle, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm in 4th gear, coming out of wind thrust, and I'm just going to mash on it so you can see how it does. The trailer is on. It's a 36x7 gooseneck. Here we go. 4th gear. All right, there we go. That was a 40 to 60. Went up to 50 pounds of boost and never even hit 1,000 EGTs. That was in 4th gear with about 10,500 pound stock trailer behind it. So there you go, boys. Hope you with the new turbo setup. We got a load of cattle from Weatherford to Wichita Falls. It's about 19,000 pounds, so it should be a good one. I got the big hard top trailer, so it'll be a pretty good load. But I'm just now leaving work, gonna head over to the ranch, pick up the cattle, and get on the road. Getting some fuel before we head out. How about these fuel prices? $1.99 for fuel down here in Texas. But we got the truck loaded up. I got 26 head on there, so it's a full load. It's about 19,000 pounds, just like I said. Full load. But I'm gonna get some fuel and then we're gonna get on the road. All right, here we go, heading out of town. Now, sorry about the video. We're driving into the sun right now, so it's kind of a pain. It's gonna be real bright. But I got a full tank of fuel. So usually to get 11 miles per gallon, I got to get about 80 miles per quarter of tank. So, and it's 90 miles to Wichita Falls, so I'll be able to judge my fuel mileage from that. But anyways, the truck's doing just fine right now. We're in 4th gear, coming out of town, 850 on the EGTs, 20 pounds of boost, 36% throttle, and just easing on out right now. No need to get onto it. Just be on 60 right here, and still coming up a hill out of town. So, but the truck's just driving easy. I mean, it's pretty much like nothing. You can definitely tell the trailer's back there. There's a lot of weight, but the truck just seems like it's working a whole lot less than it was before. There we go. We're in 5th gear, or final drive, depending on what you're using to monitor the transmission gear. It could be 5th or 6th. So right now the EGTs are getting up to 1,000, and that's just because I'm at 1,600 RPM, and with barely any boost, like 18 pounds of boost. So as soon as I get on top of the turbos, whenever I get out of town and get going a little bit faster, the EGTs will come right back down. But, you know, I'm still only at 37% throttle. 4 pounds intermediate boost. And it's 85 degrees outside today too, so 160 on the transmission temp, which it's a little warmer than usual because I was sitting there idling, getting fuels. So 1050 on the EGTs, but I'm at 1,500 RPM, as you can see right there, with about 28,000 pounds behind the truck right now, so you cannot complain about that. And I'm not even getting on it real hard. I'm just trying to get up the hill here and get out of town where I can get going a little bit faster. Now, if I was in a manual truck, I would not have shifted out of 4th. I would have stayed, but sometimes with automatic, you don't get to choose. All right, guys, about 48 miles into the trip. Truck's still doing good, running about 67. EGT's under 1,000, engine temp 202. like I said, if you've seen my previous videos, that's extremely hot for this truck. So that's how I know I got a stuck thermostat. It's stuck open because as soon as the truck's not under load, it cools down below 170. It'll stay around 165. So that means the thermostat is stuck. Yeah, just cruising, been running between 65 and a little bit over 70. Truck's still doing good. I gotta say, I'm really liking this turbo. I can't wait to get an intercooler, and I can't wait for the day where I finally bite the bullet, put a good head gasket on here, and O-ring the head with ARP 425 head studs, and then I can really see what the truck will do on stock fuel. Because now, like I said, as soon as it gets above 40, I back out of the throttle just to try to save the head gasket. But if I have an O-ringed head and good head studs, I won't do that, and I'll just put it to the floor and see what it'll do. But yeah, that's a little ways down the road. I gotta maintain it for now. Can't have it down that long. Yeah, it's still doing good. I got about another 40 or 50 miles to get to the cell barn, and then yeah, we'll assess how it does once we get there. All right, guys, we're 4 miles away from the cell barn, and the truck's just cruising right along. My only issue is the engine's getting a little warm because of the open thermostat, but I'll have that fixed soon enough. But man, this puppy just sure does just walks off with anything you put behind it with no issues. So once I get above 2,000 RPM, I do have to give it more throttle than I did before, but I think it's just messing with my head because I've been basing it off of boost pressure, but I've got more horsepower at a lower boost pressure than I did with the HX35. So I'm giving it more throttle to maintain a consistent 40, which was what I did before. So it's just playing with my head a little bit, but I've definitely got a lot more usable power, and the EGTs stay a lot cooler. And again, I'm running, it's 85 degrees outside, 28,000 pounds behind the truck with the AC running. So I mean, this is worst case scenario really. But anyways, I'm almost here to the cell barn. I'm gonna pull in, get unloaded, and then I'll catch back up with you. Got unloaded. The truck did good. Just got to warm a few times on the engine temp. It got up to 208. But we're gonna get that fixed when we get home, and can get a new thermostat for it. But other than that, the EGTs never got over 1100. The boost stayed about 40. I got up to 45 a few times just to goosing it a little bit. But anyways, we made it. No big deal. The truck does great. I'm a huge fan of the turbo setup. I would recommend it to anyone. I'm excited to see what it'll do whenever I can go ahead and put head studs in it, head gasket, and O-ring the head, and then throw a little bit larger injector to it. Right now, anything over like 45% throttle, there just is no more fuel, and the turbos just start to slowly take over, and that's what gets me the more boost out of it. If I was still on a single turbo, I'd probably never get over 40. But until then, just gonna keep doing what it does and trucking on down the road and letting this truck be a boss. Before we leave, I just wanted y'all to take a look at the engine after we made that 90-mile trip. Running good, running good. You can see the box sits up good because we got some grass in there. The engine still looks good, no leaks. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be debuting a brand new truck to the channel. I'll give you a little hint, it's a 6.4 Power Stroke. Anyways, stay good guys, stay healthy with all this virus stuff going on, and we'll see you in the next one.